3, 2, 1. Let's do this video in one go. Welcome to Bexley Test for Maths. In a previous video, I have already covered questions 1 to 7. Here, I'm going to cover question 8 onwards. Here we go. Every single question you see, you don't have to have this test paper in front of you. You're still going to find this maths video useful. Just pause. Always pause, just have a go, and then you can unpause when you're ready, because I'm going to go through these questions. So we have question 8. This looks like a table average question. Here we go. Here we go. The table shows the average rainfall in 7 countries, Albania to Zimbabwe. The countries' names do not matter. Underline the info. What is the range of average rainfall for these 7 countries? Now, range is a statistic we can measure when looking at all the countries. Range means highest minus lowest. If this is new for you, you need to write it. So these kind of Bexley Maths questions, you can see they are long worded maths problems. Expect this to come up on the real day. These maths sections are getting harder and harder in the 11 plus. Let's pick the highest number. Quickly glance at this column. 3231. The lowest number is what? Probably 24. This dude, Egypt, hardly any rainfall for Egypt here. 3231, yes. Now we subtract the two numbers. Quickly do it yourself. Minus 24. I'm going to write 0024 just to show you. Look at the tens and the units column. 31 minus 24 is 7. So this becomes 3207. So what are we doing? We need to change this into into what? Millimeters. No, it's already millimeters. And now what are they telling us? It is in 7 countries. So we want the range of average rainfall. Fine. So 3207 millimeters, and we have the answer because we're going from mm to meter. And how do we do that? Well, if I just set it up here, 1 meter is how many millimeter? Well, it's in the name, guys. It is in the name. Milli means 1,000. So really, what are they telling us? To go from millimeter to meter. Look here, this arrow that I've drawn, we've gone from the number 1,000 to the number 1, which means we divide by 1,000. So we do the same thing here. The cool thing is, just look at the digits. This is test strategy. 3207, are they being very nice with the final step? Absolutely. It's the only one with these digits. So even if you were a little bit confused, you might have been thinking divide by 10, 100 or 1,000, I can't remember. The good thing is, with this type of question, you don't have to remember. D is the answer. And if we do it 3207, if you divide any number by 1,000, just want to make sure you guys know, every single number, the decimal point is on the right. When we divide by 1,000, all we do is move it 3 places to the left. We have the number 3.207. Good. D is correct. Next question. Question 9. Every single question, make sure you can pause, have a go first, then unpause. I will show you the way I think about it. So quickly glancing at this, this looks like a fraction question, and combining it with chance probability. Here we go. Tony has a bag of marbles. 5/8 are blue. 1/11 are red and the rest are green. He pulls a marble at random. What's the chance he pulls a green? Fantastic, but also a normal question. We care about what we have so far. Look at the two fractions. Our total so far, how do we figure it out? We need to add. But when we add fractions, what is so important to do? We must add the bottom numbers. We must make sure the bottom numbers are the same. How do we do that? We multiply. 8 times 11 is 88. So why is William saying this? 5/8 is the same as 55/88. I'm just timesing top and bottom by 11. Next, 1 over 11 is equal to what over 88? How do we get there? We times by 8, do the same thing up top. So what are we saying? Well, our total so far is just 55 over 88 plus 8 over 88. Well, we can now add the fractions because the bottom numbers are the same. 55 plus 8 is equal to 63 out of 88. That is our total so far. It's not the final answer to this question. We need the green marble, which just means the other section. Now, what's an important thing to note about probability? 1 whole, which means everything. How can we write 1 whole? 1 over 1. Now, everything, if we look at the bottom number, we are really saying there are 88 marbles. So treat it like 88 over 88. Why is William writing it like this? Because now we want the other section. It's one more step. What do we do with 88 and 63? We must subtract. So let's do that. 88 minus 63 equals 35 over 88. And is that option there? Oh, I've just done it wrong. Oopsie daisy. 25 over 8. I need to wake up. No, I don't. What time is it? It is 00:57. It is midnight. 57 minutes past midnight. I don't need to wake up. And it is, what's the date? Sunday, the 7th of July, 2024. I'll keep going. 25 over 88, done. So that is the option. Tick. Next question. Question 10. How long does it take for the hour hand of a clock to move 45 degrees? What I've noticed with the Bexley Maths section is that these kind of tough angle questions, they keep coming up. So you need to focus, you need to get these kind of questions right. So that statement that's been written, let's just quickly draw a clock. 12 is up top. Just put 3 here. Now, why is William doing this? Because I'm looking at 45 degrees. But I'm just going to do the easy one, which is this, which is 90 degrees. Fair enough. Now, the hour hand moving on a clock is the shorter hand. So, let's say you're 90 degrees. Why has he drawn it? Because 90 divided 2 is equal to 45. If you didn't know that, just write it with me. So I'm going to turn 45 degrees, which is halfway. Why is he saying this? Because what's halfway between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock? It is somewhere here. Well, 1 is here, 2 is there, 2 is there, so this is 1:30. So 1 hour 30. Okay. Well, really, how much time has passed? You're going from 12 to 1 o'clock, so that's 1 hour. Then you go 1 hour to 1 hour 30, so that's another 30 minutes. So in altogether, 1 hour 30 minutes has passed. It's like we're just going from midday to 1:30 in the afternoon, which is 1 hour 30 minutes. Now they've just gone for one extra step. Look among your answers, they like to do this in the Bexley test. It's always one extra step. Change it into minutes. We know 1 hour is 60 minutes. We still have 30, so 90 minutes is the answer. Good. The answer is C. Tick. Next question. Question 11. So, one important skill in Bexley Maths is if the question is too long, you have my permission to skip the question. You might be thinking he's being so silly, just ignoring a question. No. I'm not being silly. This is test strategy in action. Look how long this question is. Do you remember in the previous video, question 7 was a really easy sequence question. I think it was something like this. What's the next number? 3, 7, 15, 31, and you just kept doubling. Add 4, add 8, add 16, add 32. You just keep doubling. This is 1 mark. Guess what? This question 11 is also 1 mark. Please note every question is 1 mark because they use a computer scanning your answers. So you have my permission to skip 11. Now, of course, you're watching this video. I will go through it. But please note, so many steps for 1 mark. Sometimes it might not be worth it. You go to the other questions. This is test strategy in action. Let's do it now. What's the time? 1 a.m. 1:02 a.m. The day's just begun. Because the day begins at midnight. So the diagram shows Sven's bathtub. Water fills the tub at 25,000 centimeter cube per minute. That sounds like a lot. That's like 25 liters really, because 1,000 centimeter cubed is 1 liter. You can write that down. You will learn about that in secondary school, but so what? So what? I'll just teach it to you now. 1 liter is 1,000. Sven starts filling his bathtub at 8:50. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what time it is. Yeah, we're going to use it. We probably add something to it. So he forgets about it. And now, what time does the bathtub start overflowing? So every time you see a 3D shape, it is automatic. You must work out the volume. Now on my 11 Plus channel, I have a volume video. So if you are new to this channel, you might not have seen it yet. Go check that out later. If I remember, I will put it at the end of this video. So then you keep learning. 3D shape. Volume means the space inside the shape. So that's step 1 with this question. Volume means length, width, height. Do it, man. Just do it. Here. Multiply all these gigantic numbers. 50 times 70 times 150. Now it looks a bit scary, but I bet, look ahead. You got 1,000 here. Look at the 1,000 here. 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. I bet things are cancelling pretty soon. You might be thinking, what's he talking about? Well, let me show you. We're just going to do 5 times 7 times 15. It's like I've ignored the zeros, but then there are 3 zeros anyway. Just put them along. Just put them back in, and now we work out each bit. Okay, do it with me. 5 times 7 is 35. Then you times by 15. Okay, do it on the side. You guys have 5 seconds, just work out. 35 times 15 is what? So one good way to do it, you just do 35 times 5. Yeah, 25, just normal stuff. Normal stuff. 3 times 5 is 15. You just add 2, so that's 175. And now you see the next bit. That's not really 1, is it? It's 10. So 35 times 10, just put that directly underneath. That's 350. Now you add that again. You add that up. 350 plus 175 is equal to 525. And there's an 000 on the end, so really our answer is 525000 because we times by 1,000 as well. Now, this dude, this person is just filling it up at a rate of 25,000. You see, this question already looks like so many steps. It looks a bit scary. It doesn't look scary for me because I've handled big numbers before. So now, what are we going to do with this and this? Well, I'm going to write it out first, and then you guys can see it. So imagine 1 minute, 25,000. I'm going to make the text smaller pretty soon, or else it's too messy. Now, we want to figure out how long it takes Sven just to fill up this tub, which is that big enough? Yeah, which is 5,000. And maths is all about going from one number to another. If you're one of my students, I say this all the time. How do we go from 25,000 to 1? Well, it's getting smaller. The number is getting smaller, so we divide by 25,000. Do the same thing here. Now let's just write that as a fraction. As a fraction, 525000 over 25000. Now, why has William written it as a fraction? Because the zeros just cancel. So it's really just 525 divided 25. Just do short division. You guys have 5 seconds, then I will do it as well. It does fit. Okay, let's quickly do it. 25525. Just do short division, man. This bit should be easy. Here, 25s into 52. What's that? 25 times 2 is 50. Put 2 here, and the remainder 2, and then the last bit is good. How many 25s and 25s? 1. So really, what are we saying? Per minute. So 21 minutes have passed by. And then Well, this tub. Sven's bathtub is overflowing. And then this little number matters, you could say. 8:50 p.m. doesn't matter what it is. It does now. It starts at 8:50 p.m. 21 minutes later. The tub now overflows, so what time does he finish? I'll give you guys 5 seconds. Work it out. We need to add 21 minutes. Do it. 8:50 plus 21 minutes is equal to what? Well, 8:50, let's just go to the next hour. We add 10 minutes and then we need to add another what? Well, look here. 21 minutes, we've added 10, so we need to add another 11. Why am I saying this? Because 8:50 plus 10, that's 9 hours. 9 o'clock, you could say. Now we add another 11 minutes, so we are good. 9 hours, 11 minutes, so that will be that 1 p.m. Good stuff. Look at the answer. They're being so mean, aren't they? They're being so mean because all the answers are close by. It's like forcing you to work out the actual thing. Look at all this work. Are you joking me? Bexley test is getting harder. You have my utmost permission to skip this question because of test strategy. You have the right to come back to it later. And speaking of coming back, well, it is time to stop. I've just checked my timer. We are spending too much time. We're 16 minutes in. We are 16 minutes in. I'm going to end the video now. So another one coming up will be question 12 onwards with Bexley Maths Test 4. Thank you so much for watching. You want to stick around? Well, I've already made questions 1 to 7, so if you guys haven't seen that yet, it's going to pop up very soon. I might pop up another useful video. Oh yeah, I will. The volume question, that's going to pop up right now if you guys want to stay on this channel. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you so much. I'll see you later.